What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for the day. I am very excited about today for a couple of reasons. The first reason is we did hit this 8.5x on the free YouTube play last Tuesday. So Tuesday I sent this out for Taco Tuesday, and we did go all green right here on this 4-man, which is amazing to see there. So we had to wait a little bit for it. Obviously, we put it in on Tuesday. I think I don't even know what the thumbnail was. I think it was some Counter-Strike play or something. And then I put this in on Tuesday. We waited till Sunday, and I told you guys that the Eagles are like a college football team, okay? When they're winning the game, they run the ball. They're kind of like an Army or Navy or something like that, honestly, is what you need to compare them to. When they're winning the game, they never throw the ball. They throw the ball maybe 3 or 4 more times that whole game, and that is exactly what happened. We saw them up in this game. We saw them run the ball, and on the contrary, if you guys watched this game, I'm thinking all you guys did because it was a huge game, and it was the first game of Sunday, and we had to play for it, right? So I'm thinking you guys probably watched the game. If you didn't, pretty much what happened is the Eagles got up ahead. They ran the ball like crazy, like I told you guys they would. And the Rams, on the contrary, the last 5, 6, 7 minutes of the game, they threw the ball like crazy. They only threw the ball, even in the snow, right? Even in the snow, they threw the ball like crazy. And Stafford ended up getting, I think it was like 26 for 44, and he had over 300 yards because he threw the ball like crazy because they were trying to get back in that game. So that is always what I tell you guys. That's a prime example of a football game that is very correlated, right? We have one team that's winning, and they run the ball to just win the game. We have another team that's losing, and they pass the ball like crazy to win the game. So right here, that is a great play that we did hit. We did hit this on the VIP too. Pretty much right after I sent out yesterday's video, we ended up hitting this like 30 minutes after. This was the play yesterday. A little bit, I don't know, all over the place, to be honest with you, so that's not great to see, but it is what it is, right? This, again, is going to pay for eight losses, so 8 loss entries. That's what I always tell you guys, is we actually lose more than we win record-wise, but profit-wise, we're way up in the green, and that's all that matters, right? You can actually have a full week of losses on this channel, so you could have 7 plays, 7 4-mans, all of them lose, and then one 9x comes in, or one 8.5x comes in, and we win, and we actually turn all the way from negative all the way up into positive. And that's exactly what I do on the VIP. I just do that more frequently. So instead of getting 7 plays through the course of a week, right, 7 days, 1 play every day, you're actually just getting 7, 8, 9 plays every single day, okay? So then you're turning that every single day. So that's what we do on the VIP. I just send out more plays more frequently, a lot more plays a lot more frequently, right? This one here, kind of a good example of like why I like betting on college football rather than NFL. NFL, there's just too many weapons. There's too much stuff going on. Bills can win the game in so many different ways. Like, they have a good defense. They can run the ball with James Cook. Josh Allen, I told you guys he's probably going to have to play hero ball to win this game. It ended up he didn't really have to do that, right? He only got like 120 yards. So college football, it's a lot different, where you have like one game plan, okay? You have one game plan where you either throw the ball a ton or you run the ball a ton. That's honestly why I like betting on the Eagles, because they remind me of a college football team. And then the best part about yesterday, I mean, we even hit a 4-man. The best part about yesterday is all of these setups. So if you go back to, I think it was last Monday or even last Tuesday, I told you guys, and I think there were like 4 different setups, and I said, we are going to have a big week. We have a lot of setups going into this week, and that is the same thing here, right? You see all of these setups going into, it's actually mostly today, but we are set up for this Ohio State game. We're set up for this Chelsea game on soccer, which is great, and then we are also set up for this Counter-Strike game. So even if just one of these hits, that's going to be great for us, and that's going to be a 9x, or this one's even a 9.5x. So looking good. Had another good day right there. If you guys don't know, I'm a very profitable sports bettor. So this is since May 17th. So this is about the past 7 months of sports betting on this channel. We are very well up into the green right here. You can see this graph is every single pick that I've chosen on this YouTube channel and on the VIP. Again, I told you guys I send out probably 10 plays a day on the VIP. Again, this shows right here that I actually do win less than I lose, right? I lose more than I win record-wise because I play a lot of 4-mans, and 4-mans are harder to hit, but when they do hit, they pay out very heavily, right? So they pay out a lot more than just playing like a 2-man, obviously. And this is our profit right here. If you guys don't know what a unit is, this is saying 484 units. A unit is how much you bet on every single bet. So some of you guys are 5-unit bettors. $20 unit bettors, and you can see there's some helpful statistics here to see how much you would be up in that time frame. This is 2025, so obviously what are we, like 19, 20 days into 2025? Same thing here. We're kind of building this out as well. We are very profitable. We are up 50 plus units in 2025 so far. Hoping to even get higher than that because we have more setups going into this week, right? My goal for 2025, I want this to say 1,000 units, okay? 1,000 units. That's a very lofty goal, but I think we can do it. And you can see same thing here. We lose more than we win, but that does not mean that you can't be profitable, right? We're still very profitable doing that. So, I will also say it's kind of tradition around here that when we do hit a YouTube play, I send out you guys a discount. I give you guys a discount to get into my VIP. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for a hit, waiting for this, get some money for a play to hit and stuff like that. So what I am doing is I'm actually opening up code Barkley. So if you go into the first link on the description, type in code Barkley, you will get 75% off of my VIP, but there will only be 5 spots available. So go quick. Normally this lasts about an hour. So if you're watching this video within an hour, maybe even 2 hours, I would just go ahead and try it. Definitely use code Barkley right here and you'll get 75% off of my VIP. I do not do this very often, especially just to like the general public. So use this. I know a lot of you guys are waiting for discounts and stuff, but definitely use this code Barkley right here. You'll get 75% off of my VIP. Right here is what it'll look like when you type that in, and it'll reduce it down 75% off right there. So let's get into the first play of the day. I got 2 4-mans for you guys. So maybe we can go back-to-back hits. Maybe we can, maybe we can't. But right here is going to be a full entry on today's game. So I talked about, there's a number of reasons why I'm excited today, right? We hit the 8.5x. We're set up like crazy. It's a good day today. And then also we have a huge championship game, Notre Dame versus Ohio State, which is going to be really, really fun to watch. Unfortunately, the last game of college football season. It's been an insanely good college football season. I know a lot of you guys started watching this channel because of this college football season. And yeah, it's been great. So hopefully we can end it off with a bang. It's mostly I bet on Ohio State a lot this year. I haven't bet too much on Notre Dame, but I have been watching them in the playoffs. But this is very correlated together, okay? And let me kind of talk about why this is correlated. Let's go ahead and start down here because it's probably going to be easier to explain. I do think Ohio State's going to win this game. If you guys have watched Ohio State, in these big games, they get off to quick starts, okay? So versus Texas, they instantly scored a touchdown. Versus Oregon, they got off to an extremely quick start, okay? They scored like 30 points in the blink of an eye. They're a very quick starting team. I don't know what it is, whether it's their first 15 plays or what it is, but they're very quick starters. So Ohio State, they get up early in games, right? That is going to cause them to get up early in the game. I think that's what they're going to do. I think they're going to ultimately win this game. They're heavily favored in this game. They're not going to pass very much in that third or fourth quarter, right? I just talked about the Eagles. I just talked about the Rams and how they didn't do that. I think Ohio State is going to get up in this game early, and they're not going to have to pass very much. Now, I think Will Howard is still probably going to throw in the mid 200s, like 250 pass yards or something. So I'm not going to take his pass yards over or under, but I am going to take him under pass attempts just because I think once we get into those third, fourth quarter of the game, I think they're going to run the ball a lot more. And then I'm taking his running back right here, Trey Henderson, to go under 2.5 receptions. A lot of times we see this guy get 1-2 big receptions, but 3 receptions is asking a lot for him, especially when we have so much talent around Will Howard and other receivers and stuff like that. So I'm taking the under here, and this is correlated, right? The less that Will Howard's throwing, the less likely that he's going to throw to Trey Henderson here. And then the second part of this is up here on Notre Dame. We do have Jordan Faison, I think is how you say his name. Sorry, again, I told you guys, I focus more on Ohio State this year of these two teams, but we have Jordan Faison right here, good receiver on Notre Dame. They don't have any like crazy, amazing guys on Notre Dame, but this is the number 1 receiver definitely, and we are going to take him over, and then we're going to take Jeremiah Love under 10.5 rush attempts. Now I know that sounds a little crazy, Jeremiah Love under 10.5 rush attempts, but just look at his past games. He doesn't actually get over this very often. And again, I told you guys they're probably going to be trailing in this game, right? Ohio State, I think they're going to get ahead early. They're going to keep that lead, and I think Notre Dame is going to have to pass the ball to get back in that game, right? Think about the Eagles-Rams game that we just saw yesterday. When a team's behind, they are forced to throw. It's not that they want to throw. They are forced to throw because if they run the clock out more and more and more, okay? So in those third, fourth quarters, when it's make or break, right? It's championship football. They're not going to run the ball if they're behind because that's going to waste more clock. That's going to waste precious seconds, precious minutes. So we're taking Jeremiah Love under rush attempts, and we're taking Jordan Fison, I'm hoping I say that name right, to go over receiving yards here, hoping that Notre Dame is going to throw the ball more because they're behind, right? So this is very correlated together, right? We have Ohio State hopefully winning this game. I don't know. I don't really have a dog in the fight, but in this four-man, Ohio State, if they're winning the game, that's going to cause them to pass less. That's going to cause Notre Dame to pass more and run less, right? So this is the first part right here. If you guys like what I'm talking about, I do have one more pick for you guys in today's video, but you can also get my VIP completely free. All you have to do is text me the word parlay right here to my number on the screen, and I will have you guys sign up for Parlay Play. Just put $10 into this app. Once you do that, send me a screenshot of proof that you did that, and I'll get you guys into my VIP for 2 free months. Again, so far in 2025, which is 19 days into the month, we're up 50 units. So what is that? Like 50 times 10. If you're a $10 better, you'd already be up $500 in 2025. So just goes to show you it's very profitable to be on my VIP. This should take you guys no more than 5 minutes. Again, all you have to do is text me this word right here to my number, and I'll send you guys the instructions. It takes you guys like 5 minutes to do that. So multiple ways to get my VIP today. This as well as putting in this code right here, Barkley, and getting it 75% off. All right, so it's going to be a bit of a longer video just because I got to talk through another four-man now. But really what I'm thinking about this as is a three-man right here. So we do have this Will Howard discount. I'm telling you guys, if you have already used this Will Howard discount, I would probably just skip this play. I know I'm probably going to get this question because this discount's been out for like maybe a week now. So I would probably skip this play if you've already used this discount just because there's already a lot going on. So I do think if you have this Will Howard discount, that's great. Tail this play. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this. This is a free square, you guys. This is going to hit. I mean, this will go green, and then in the first 5 minutes of the game, he's going to get 1 pass yard. I don't think anyone's going to complain about that. And then we are going to take Jaden Daniels over pass yards, Terry McLaurin over receiving yards. So again, very correlated together. This is like the bread and butter of correlation right here. The more that the quarterback is throwing, the more the receiver is going to get receiving yards, okay? Quarterbacks, receivers, they're very dependent on each other, and they're very correlated together. If Jaden Daniels throws a 70-yard pass to Terry McLaurin, that's going to instantly take him over 7 and get him 70 yards, and that's going to take Jaden McDaniels to 70 yards as well and get him 70 pass yards, right? So first part of that, very correlated. Same thing here. I think Washington should be losing this game. I think the Eagles are the better team. They have played each other twice, okay? The first game that they played, because they're divisional opponents, the first game they played, Jalen Hurts was in the game. The Eagles won this game. The second game, Jalen Hurts came out of the game with about 5 minutes in the first quarter, or 5 minutes have gone by in the first quarter, so about 9 minutes in the first quarter. So he only played 5 minutes of the game. It was still a close game with Kenny Pickett at quarterback. So I do think the Eagles have the edge. I think the Eagles are going to win, but I do really like Jalen Hurts over 8 rush attempts. Okay, so we see him do the tush push. We see him obviously run the ball more if they're winning the game. And the first game that they played, Jalen Hurts had 10 rush attempts. The second game that they played, again, he only played 5 minutes of that game. He already had 3 rush attempts in 5 minutes of a game, okay? So if you played a game for 5 minutes and have 3 rush attempts, you obviously are factoring in the quarterback run. That's some part of your scheme, right? So I think they're going to go back to that. The only real concern is Jalen Hurts. We did see him tweak his knee last game, the game that was yesterday. So hopefully that doesn't play into consideration. Hopefully he can recover and get his 8+ rush attempts right here. But I really do think he's going to probably get 9, 10, 11 rush attempts this game. And then Jaden Daniels, I treat him like a college football quarterback too. I mean, he's crazy, right? We've seen him this postseason. He's really making a name for himself and being an elite quarterback. So taking this as a correlated duo and then taking Jalen Hurts over rush attempts, because again, it's correlated with them winning, and also I really do think the Eagles' game plan for him to run the ball against the Commanders so far this season. So yeah, you can really think about this as a 3-man. You could take it as a 3-man if you really want, but the best thing to do is take Will Howard up here. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let's have a great end to the college football season. I cannot believe I am saying that. It's been an amazing season. I've grown so much on this channel. I've met so many amazing people. We're going to keep going. Obviously, college football is not when it stops. Honestly, this past month, I've been betting a lot more on esports, soccer, NFL. It's been a lot of that. So college football was an amazing season. Maybe I'll find some way to show you guys how many units we went up in college football. I know it's probably like 200 plus just from college football plays. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, sign up for Parlay. Just text me the word Parlay Play right here. Number is right here on the screen. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.